Come here, me little Jackie, now I've smoked me backy, have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mammy, dance to the daddy, to the mammy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in.
There must be something wrong with your eyesight. Charlie Chaplin's not on till later.
There's no wrong with my eyesight.
You thought that was funny?
Now, Jessie!
Well, I wouldn't say exactly funny, no. You look like an educated woman, Jessie. Maybe you can tell me the word I'm looking for.
Watch your mouth, mister. That's my sister you're talking to.
Oh, hi. Got a bit of a temper, hasn't she?
Now, look here.
Take no notice. He's been drinking.
Beats up on Adam, Jessie, every time. That word I couldn't think of. It was ironic.
We shouldn't be here. I know we shouldn't.
Now, wait, Jessie. Don't start being a schoolteacher here.
There's no harm in a shandy, Pet.
If our dad ever knew...
He does know. Do you think I'd bring you here without asking?
Well, I dare say there's no harm in one. What's that? We never ordered it.
Good health.
We don't want this.
You speak for yourself, Jessie.
Stop calling me Jessie.
By rights, you should ask me to sit down. You've got a lot to learn if you're going to start sitting in pubs.
Now, look here.
You said that before.
Well, you've got to stop bothering my sister.
Am I bothering you?
Yes, you are.
Because I laughed at our brave Tommies?
Partly.
I'd never do that, Jessie. I was one myself.
You followed us here.
Well, I had to, didn't I?
Had to.
We hadn't finished our conversation. Now, drink your nice port.
One drink, I said.
No, Jessie, you said one shandy. That's port. Cheers.
Bye, that's good whiskey.
Thanks. How's the port?
It's very nice, thank you.
It's good port, all right. All the same.
My name's Ford. Jack Ford.
Tom Seaton. This is my fiancée, Miss Routledge.
How do you do?
And this is my sister, Miss Seaton.
Jessie Seaton. Did you have a brother, Miss Routledge?
Yes, I did. He was killed.
Name of Joe? The Somme, July 31st, 1916. That fella here has a lot to answer for. They all do.
You knew Joe, did you?
Aye, he was in my company. Alwood had the casualty report. Just a bairn, wasn't he?
18.
You did all right, Mary.
Thank you.
I still don't see why you had to laugh.
Don't you, Jessie? And you so clever.
Unless it was because the picture was dishonest. Anyway, how do you know I'm clever?
Tommy here says you're a school teacher. Anyway, you've just proved it.
Proved I'm a school teacher.
Proved you're clever. The picture was dishonest. Now, how was it dishonest?
It wasn't all victorious Tommies and up and at 'em.
Go to the top of the class, Jessie Seaton.
Jessie, I think it's time we were getting back.
In a minute. Very well, perhaps it wasn't. All the same.
Go on.
There are a lot of women like Mary in this town. They've lost brothers, husbands, fathers, sons. They've got a right to a bit of comfort, Jack Ford, and you've got no right to laugh at that.
Not even if the laughter's ironic.
Not even then.
Jessie, I said we'd be back for 9.
All right. Finish your drink.
Pardon?
We're late as it is. Since you've made up your mind you're one of the family, you might as well be on time for supper. Come on, let's catch up with our Tom.
There's no hurry. Let them enjoy themselves.
Tom was in the army and all.
Oh, aye.
Same regiment as you.
What battalion?
9th. Yes, that's right. He never went to France. And I'm glad.
There's a lot would envy him.
You really knew Mary's brother.
I did.
Did he really do well?
Well enough. A lad of 18 with both legs blown off. You must learn not to ask, Jessie Seaton. You'll always get the right answer. Take a better man than me to tell you lies.
Are you going to?
Vote me? Would you?
Just give us the chance.
Fancy him, do you?
That fat fool.
Leave him, Jessie.
He's having a fit.
No. Watch.
What is it?
Haven't you ever heard of shell shock, Jessie? Number 37, you said?
That's right.
You better go on ahead and warn your mum and dad I'm coming. I don't want to be too much of a shock to them.
What have you started being nice for?
I wonder.
You let him pick you up.
No, I didn't.
And what was old Tom thinking of? Walking off and leaving the pair of them on their own like that.
He's courting, Dad.
I should never have let you go into that pub.
Dad, if you'll just
Look,
listen.
you're supposed to be a grown woman. 2 years at college, looking after other folks' bairns. And you've started running after soldiers at your time of life.
I'm not exactly middle-aged.
No, by God, you're not. And that makes it worse. I should take me belt to you.
All we did was talk.
That's all anybody does the first time. And you just sat there and let him.
Oh, he wasn't a bad chap.
Oh, wasn't he? Well, bad or not, he's not having his supper here.
He's got to
No, you
have his
keep
supper
on
here.
with it.
I asked him.
And I say he's not.
He can have mine. After all, I paid for it.
Now, we, Mary, let's go and put a record on.
Dad, I'm sorry, but...
Anybody at home?
Dad! He was with Mary's brother when he died.
All right, then let him in. But mind you, just this once.
Good evening, Mr. Ford.
Good evening, Miss Seaton.
Won't you come in?
Thank you. Thank you. Mrs. Seaton, it's very kind of you to let me come.
You're very welcome, lad, I'm sure.
Mr. Seaton,
Aye.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
Are you?
Well, I hope I will be anyway.
Don't like a daughter of mine being picked up at the pictures.
Neither would I, Mr.
That's
Seaton.
what ye did.
Your daughter and me got into an argument.
Oh, Jessie, no.
Sort of political argument.
Aye, it would be.
So she asked me back to finish it, and I took the liberty of bringing a little something.
There's no need.
Please, Mr. Seaton, just to oblige me.
Well, it's very kind of you, I must say.
I'll get the glasses.
They must pay you well in the army.
They don't pay me at all. Not now. I'm on discharge leave.
You seem to be able to afford the necessities.
I'll always be able to do that.
Got a job lined up, have you?
Oh, time enough for that, Mr. Seaton.
Not if you're a miner, son.
I'm not. I'm a fitter in the shipyards.
Oh, aye. You'll be all right then.
Mr. Seaton?
Yes, just a drop. I've got a cold coming.
Oh, I nearly forgot. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Seaton, but I thought maybe your daughter and Miss Routledge might fancy a drop.
You find there's a lot of things I don't mind, son. Providing a mast post.
How we ever managed without you, I'll never know.
Aye, it's got me puzzled and all.
I'll get the proper glasses.
Here's to you, Mr. Ford.
Your good health.
Well, Mother, let's get at it.
Well, I think he's nice.
Oh, he's a bit too bloody sure of himself, if you ask me.
Oh, Tom.
I'm sorry, but even so.
He's not daft.
I'm not saying he is.
How would he get hold of a word like ironic? And using it right? What he said about that picture, there was a lot of sense in that.
He's a canny-looking lad.
What's that got to do with it?
Why, nothing. He just is.
I wonder what he wanted to come here for, anyway.
Don't you know?
Best meal I've had in a long while, Mrs. Seaton.
Haven't you got a mum to look after you?
Not anymore. I'm in lodgings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aye, me and all. I had a lovely mum.
That's a good lad.
In the army long, were you, son?
Right through the war. I was in the territorials.
I never got hard.
Not where I could show you, Mrs. Seaton.
You knew Mary's brother?
Aye.
Joe Routledge never seemed cut out for the army.
I don't think anybody is, Mrs. Seaton. Not 4 years of it.
Still.
Most of Mum and Dad know. All in 6 months. 1916, that'd be.
3 years ago, she just started going out with our Tom. Dad was in the Merchant Navy, torpedoed. And Ma died of TB, poor Belle.
We're all the family she's got, Mr. Ford.
I would have thought that would have been enough, Mr. Seaton.
I think I'll take another sip of that whiskey.
You go and have a dance, Mr. Ford.
Well, I haven't finished the dishes.
No, and you'll not either, any more than he will. You go and dance.
That's not right.
Well, you did. Why not? People know me.
Put your knees together.
You're doing all of this.
Still keeping your strength up.
If I'm going to go back to work, I'll need it.
And are you?
Maybe. Like to dance?
You mean you can?
I'm a very good dancer. Taught Vernon and Irene Castle.
I'll try to be worthy of you.
You'll always be that.
I teach you to dance like that in France?
I teach all kinds of things in France.
I dare say. That fella,
What fella?
the one that fell down, there a lot like him.
Enough.
And you came through without a scratch.
Oh, I picked up a few scratches. Here and there.
It's a bonny lad, all right.
Looks isn't everything.
It's a start.
After hearing wedding bells again, eh? Well, you've got old Tom off your hands. It's only a few more days.
He's not the sort you can rush, Dar.
Free with his money, I'll say that for him. When he's got it, all the same.
Now to see him what?
Oh, like you say, canny looking fella. Nice way with him and all.
Charm. Aye?
Well, what the hell does he see in Ward, Jessie?
They ought to do something about chaps like that.
Chaps like what?
The one you said was shell-shocked.
Who ought to?
Well, the government's silly.
Ought to. You're going to make them?
Somebody should.
Aye. Somebody.
Where's Tom and Mary?
Counting the stars?
Spooning.
That's right. Spooning. See what's wrong with it?
Your breath smells of whiskey.
And yours smells of port. We'll both just have to get used to it.
Will we indeed?
Aye. We will.
I don't want you to do that again.
You didn't like it?
Of course I liked it, all the same, no more.
Not tonight, anyway.
Do you never believe what people tell you?
Not often. Not anymore. What the hell am I doing here, Sergeant? I said I'd be at the saddle.
I suppose you know what you're talking about.
Aye. Captain Manners. Captain Peter James Bertram Manners, MC, twice mentioned in dispatches. A bit later on he said, I'll have the white bait, I think, and a steak. Tell him to make sure it's not overdone. Green peas with a steak and a bottle of the club claret. And I said, yes, sir, right away, sir. He believed me, but I didn't believe him.
Where was this?
The song.
What happened to him?
Shell burst, he died. No, Jessie Seaton, I don't often believe what people tell me.
Stand to! Fix bayonets! Come on, men! Let's get to have the honour of the regiment!
Can't see a bloody thing, Sarge. Black as hell out there. Old Fritz can't sleep, that's his trouble. Ought to get himself a sleeping draught. Give us the old stand to, Sarge.
I might have known. Matt Headley. What'll you have, Corporal?
Less you corporals. I'm out now and I've got me discharge to prove it.
All right, Mr. Headley. What'll you have?
I'll get them. I got a mate with me.
I see you have. What'll you have?
I said I'll get them.
And I said you won't. 3 pints.
He can't help it, Jack.
I'm not saying he can. He does it all the bloody time.
Well, he was Mara's Jack before the war. Even I can't just walk past him.
Aye, all right. Thanks. Well?
Yes, Sergeant?
It's finished now, son. The name's Jack. Here.
Thanks, Sergeant.
The name's Jack, son. It's 1919. The war's over.
Over, aye. The trouble is, I keep forgetting.
What are you still dressed like a sergeant for, then?
Leave pending discharge, it says on the chit. Anyway, none of me clothes fit.
You took a long time getting out?
I went to Russia.
What was it like?
Cold. What are you doing round here, anyway? You used to live in Temple Street.
Still do. I've been seeing my sister off. She's in service at Hexham.
Well, she'll not be short of a job, then.
Well, nobody is.
Not yet. Gone back to shipyards, have you?
No. Done a bit better for myself. Maintenance man of the colliery.
Good God almighty, I would have thought you've had enough of being buried alive. What's up with you?
Some was the worst, wasn't it, Sergeant?
They were all bad.
Some was the worst. I didn't mind wipers or any of them. I mean, it was like it said on that poster, old Kitchener. Your king and country need you. I mean, it was right. You could almost say it was fair.
Could you?
Not the Somme. The Somme was asking too much. I mean, gas and shells and moaning minis and machine guns. I mean, that was all right. I mean, you expected it. Not the Somme. On the Somme, they buried you alive. They shouldn't have done that, Sergeant. That was too much.
No, it was. Now finish your beer.
Never breathing, never seeing, covered in soil and muck.
I will not.
And everybody else was dead. Even the rats was dead.
Scrimgour!
Sergeant?
Shut your gob. Go to the doctor, dear son.
Yes, Sergeant.
Gives you medicine, does he?
A tonic. He gives us a tonic. He says me nerves is bad.
What a clever doctor he must be. Out else?
No excitement, he says. Plenty of rest. Avoid alcoholic beverages.
You stupid bugger.
You never told me, Jack, honest.
He doesn't bloody know. You better get him home.
You stay in here, I'll come straight back.
Oh, give us an hour. I've got to go back and polish me brasses.
On discharge leave?
Going to a wedding.
Yours?
Not yet, bunny lad. Not yet.
I am aware, and no man more so, of the great debt that this country of ours owes to its brave sons. The Army, the Navy, and the Royal Flying Corps have each set an example of selfless heroism that will never be surpassed.
Where were you then?
I did my share. A service in Flanders with an honourable discharge. I speak as a soldier, talking to soldiers.
Then why don't you do something for them?
Return me in this election and I will. Our great leader, Mr. Lloyd George, has promised us a land fit for heroes to live in. Return me in this election as your representative, and I will help to fulfill that promise.
Does that mean you'll abolish the slums?
Certainly.
Including the ones you own.
There is, as you know, a great shortage of building materials, but once that is overcome, I can assure you...
Never mind assuring. What about rehousing?
A land fit for heroes means homes fit for heroes, and I promise you they will be forthcoming.
What about equal voting rights for women?
The government is not uninterested. One day, it will come.
Well, when it does, I shan't be voting for you. I'd have more sense.
There you are, bonny lad. Now, put your feet up.
I do wish he wouldn't go out.
Now, try and get a bit of a kick. Well,
No, Matt.
that'll do you good.
Matt, when you sleep, don't you ever dream?
Your own brother's wedding and you two left it till the last minute.
Couldn't help it,
Of course you could help it.
Oh, is that Murray?
We all were. Where the hell were you? Left yourself 5 minutes to change.
We're past old Pinner's meeting. He was telling that many lies.
I couldn't just go and buy and sell
You went to a
nothing,
bloody
Dad.
meeting and you're... Now see what you made us do. Glad you could come, Reverend.
The reverend language.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
Well, I never said it was, John.
Have you two apologised to Tom and Mary?
Why? He didn't know what we were talking about.
Well, if you're looking for your sergeant, he hasn't showed up yet.
He will, Dar.
I'm sorry, Jack. I was talking to Will's missus. She's that worried.
I'm not surprised. I've got to go.
Oh, well, Jack. Just a quick pint. It's been 20 months, man.
All right, but just one.
2 pints, please. Whose is the wedding then?
Mary Routledge. She's marrying a chap called Tom Seaton, 9th Battalion man.
Lucky fella. Don't think I know, though, do I?
You knew her brother.
What? Not Josie Routledge's sister.
That's right.
Well, I'll go to hell. Still, it's not surprising. He made a pretty good bride himself. Is she as bonny as he was?
She is.
I bet Joe's jealous.
Oh, I don't think he was the jealous sort.
Does this Seaton fella know her brother was a nonce?
No.
Well, there'll be hell when he finds out.
He won't find out, not unless you tell him.
But none of my business.
That's right.
All the same, somebody should have warned the poor
Joe
fella.
Routledge is dead, Matt, and so's his fancy man.
But there's others must know.
Not know, Matt, suspect. You were the one that found him and told me and I fetched Captain Manners, all very right and proper. He ordered them under close arrest, and 2 minutes later, they were dead and he was dying.
Maybe they were lucky at that.
Aye, maybe they were. All the same, I wish I hadn't done it.
Done what, man?
Fetch Captain Manners. You keep your mouth shut, Matt.
I think we should make a start.
Hang on a minute, Dad. I haven't finished my port.
We'll be along, Pet. Don't worry.
Who is this fella, anyway?
Jessie's chap.
No, he is not.
Hey, you fibber. He asked me there'll be another wedding in the Seaton family before long.
Give over, Mary.
You never told me.
How could I? I've only just met him.
Soldier, you said?
Oh, a real bonny lad.
Not too late to kiss the bride, am I? Congratulations, lad.
Thanks very much.
What's up then, Mr. Seaton?
Just you to get here when the booze is open, the minister's gone. You be ready for one, are you?
I am.
Oh, this is my youngest, Billy.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Our Billy's a medical student.
Ah, you have got an educated family.
Aye, school teacher already and a doctor on the way. Done well, the pair of them.
Uh-huh.
Well, our Tom's as good as either of them.
Did I say he wasn't? No, did I?
Now stick at it, lad. I bet it's not easy.
Thanks for the advice.
Billy, what made you so late?
Look who's talking.
Something came up.
In a pub?
Aye, in a pub. You'd be surprised the things that come up in pubs.
Jack,
Huh?
I'd like a word if you got a minute.
No, Tom. Folks are starving.
Later on, then, eh?
Anytime, Tom, anytime.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how you feel, but my belly thinks my throat's cut. I mean, let's see.
The man who has fought for his country has a right to ask, to demand, that his country should know of his wants and his needs. I have heard stories of honourable and gallant men in want, in need of the very bread to keep them alive, through no fault of their own. My party cannot and will not tolerate this. Return me, and I give you my word.
Got to have that word now, Jack.
All right.
You look awfully serious.
No, I just want a bit chat. That's all.
Well, I'll be back in a minute.
So that's your dashing soldier.
He's dashing all right, but he's not mine yet.
Do you want him to be?
Do you?
None of my business, is it?
No, it's not. Are you going to dance with your sister, or are you too proud?
I was having a drink in the bar the other night.
Nothing wrong with drink in moderation.
Please, Jack, no jokes. Not this time.
All right.
I got talking to this chap. He was in your battalion. Aye. He was in your battalion.
Aye?
I knew Joe, Mary's brother. You knew him and all, didn't you?
You're Routledge, aye. Killed at the Somme, poor little devil.
Oh, well, this fella... Why, he said that Joe...
Leave it, Tom.
No, Dar, I've got to know. He said that Joe was a... Why, Dar, he was a Nazi, that he went with men.
Joe Routledge?
Aye, that's what he said.
Good God almighty, he's dead, Tom, I told you.
But even so...
And what difference would it make anyway? You're married now, lad, it's too late.
You think I want to get out of it?
It looks that way.
I ought to knock your bloody block off, Tom.
On your wedding day? Why listen to gossip, Tom?
Because of her, cannot you see? Her only brother.
So you're going to find this chap who told you to knock his bloody block off?
I already did.
So it's settled?
No, it's not. He still said it was true.
Well, it's not. Hell, man, he was in my platoon. I was his sergeant. You think I wouldn't know? Joe Routledge was 18 years old and as straight as a die, I'm telling you. And if you don't believe me, go and see a chap called Matt Headley. He lives in Temple Street, number 19. He was my corporal. Joe was in his half section. He'll tell you the same.
Ah, well, maybe I will go.
Maybe you should. But have your honeymoon first.
You were lying, Jack.
Was that?
Of course you were. I heard stories about Joe Routledge even before he joined.
Right.
I didn't believe them, not then. I do now.
Yeah, suit yourself. I've told you all I know.
Not all, Jack.
Tom's happy, Mr. Seaton. Don't spoil it.
I know, lad, and I'm grateful. You're a good lad, Jack. All the same, I'm one that likes the truth.
The truth? All right, Mr. Seaton. Him and his mate was just about blown to bits. When we dug them out, what was left of them, they had their arms round each other. Maybe they'd been kissing. It was too late to tell for sure. And if you ask me, that wouldn't be a bad way to die.
Nor must we forget our heroic dead and the loved ones they left behind. Their widows, their children. My party takes them to its heart. They shall not be forgotten. Their supreme sacrifice was not made in vain. And our wounded heroes, too, are deep in our hearts and in our minds. And my friends, I promise you this. Their sufferings shall be rewarded. It would be a stony-hearted nation indeed that could forget what these men have
You all right, Will?
sacrificed.
Oh,
That you
aye.
and I might live in
If only that fella had stopped talking.
I'll shut the window.
a land fit for heroes. And in my party.
Did you take your medicine?
Aye. I saw Matt Headley today. He was in B Company.
I know, Will. He brought you home.
Sergeant Ford. Both said I was right, Lucy.
What about Pet?
The Somme. Somme was the worst. They both said so.
Now, Will, the doctor said you should rest. Come on.
He wasn't buried alive, though, was he?
Will, please.
Lucy, Hinny, what's wrong?
Please don't tell me again. I don't think I could stand it.
I'd better go.
The doctor said you should rest.
I'm better when I'm walking. It stops us having to think.
in my class, Fred Scrimgour, he's like that, withdrawn,
Any
quiet.
idea why?
I found out just the other day. His father was in the army, got blown up with a shell. He has sort of nightmares, sometimes when he's not even asleep. Shell-shocked, you call it.
Aye, sort of a nervous breakdown.
That's right. Jack and I saw him the first time that I met Jack. His motorbike made a noise and he just dropped flat.
Tom asked you about our Joe, didn't he?
Aye.
What did you tell him? Please, Jack.
What could I tell him? He was a good lad and he died like a man.
Jack.
And I think it's time I was getting you back to your husband. Come on. Say hello, Tom. Safe and sound.
At that time, just as easily come out.
I'm just telling our Billy about that chap. The one who fell down when the motorbike went bang. I found out the other day. His son's in my class.
Get away. Will Scrimgour's man.
You never told me you knew him.
You didn't ask, funny lass.
You let him lie there in the street and never even cross the road to help him.
Not all Pharisees sometimes, Jessie.
Well, don't have to be. That was a man you knew.
I was, but he didn't know me. He doesn't know anybody. He's still fighting on the Somme, poor Will, and will be till the day he dies.
You could have done something.
Such as what, funny lass?
You're just selfish, Jack Ford. Selfish all the way through.
I didn't know you were a religious man, Mr. Ford.
What? Oh, the Pharisee. Yeah, it's marvellous what you learn on church parade.
And this poor madman, locked in time. Did you learn about him at church parade as well?
No, but I was there when they dug him out and I've spoken to him since. You need a genius to work that one out.
Making a big mistake, Jess.
What about?
You're a dashing soldier.
I told you, he's not mine.
He could be.
I thought you didn't like him.
I thought so and all. I was wrong.
Oh, Billy, not you as well. Charm the birds off the trees, Jack would, but he's got no heart at all.
You're wrong, Jess. I'm sure you're wrong.
So you're talking to our Jessie just now, Jack?
Oh, aye.
She often says more than she means, you know.
No, I don't, Mrs. Seaton. I think she believes every word.
I do wish she wouldn't.
Breaking up old Pinner's meeting, so that's why you were late.
You didn't even notice.
Why, I had better things to think about.
Anyway, he's a boss, Tom. Bosses all have to be broken up.
That's right.
That's right.
After the bosses are broken, who takes over?
The people, Jack. The workers.
You, me and Tommy, eh?
I don't think we'd do a better job.
I know I would. I'm not so sure about you two.
Me neither.
That's a damn sight more use than going after a trial for Sunderland.
And you won't have any time for football either the next few days.
The Labour Party, Jack. They'll be the bosses. We've even got a candidate putting up this time.
Against old Pinner, he has no prayer.
Oh, yes, he has, Jack. Next time he might even win. Come and join us, eh? What do you say?
You sound like the Sally Army.
Maybe. But with us, heaven starts here, not up in the sky.
I'm sorry to break in, Jack, but it's important.
I'll leave you to it, then. Think it over, Jack?
Well, what's up?
Will Scrimgour.
Oh, not again.
No, he's raving, Jack. Right to Lally.
Back on the Somme.
Aye. Will you come?
Maybe I better take a uniform and 3 stripes to handle him.
What's the time?
6 o'clock.
Straight back to the boozer. They'll only miss 5 minutes if they hurry.
His mate said it was important, Jessie.
Aye, with his kind, pleasure always is.
We are Fred Carno's army, the ragtime infantry. We cannot shoot, we cannot march. What earthly use are we? And when we get to Berlin, the Kaiser he will say,
I can't get him out, you see, Mr. Ford. I don't think he even knows who I am anymore.
I'll let it try.
He's got a stick. There's blood on it.
Africano's army, the ragtime infantry. We cannot shoot, we cannot fight. What earthly use are we?
Scrimgeour! Where the hell are you, man? Scrimgeour! Scrimgeour!
Yes, Sergeant?
Oh, there you are. Get out of that trench, man.
Well, what about Fritz, Sergeant?
We've been replaced, man. Let the West Kents worry about Fritz. Been ordered down the line.
Well, nobody told me, Sergeant.
Oh, no, I'm telling you. Come on, you daft bugger. Don't you want Blighty leave? Don't you want to go home? All right, suit yourself. Can't keep the whole company waiting for you. Stay where you bloody are. Oh, there you are. And a hell of a mess you are and all. Attention! Senate, hey! Attention! That's better.
That's Fritz, Sergeant.
How many times do I have to tell you it's the West Kents? Attention!
No, Sergeant.
Say that again, Private Scrimgeour, and I'll have you shot. I mean that. Attention! That's better. Slope arms! Present arms! Slope arms! Order arms! Ground arms!
Thank you, Sergeant. We'll take him now.
Do I have to, Sarge?
Aye. Go with them.
They said he hit a bairn with that stick. Will never hit a bairn in his life. If our Fred was doing wrong, it was me. I had to hit him.
Where's your Fred now, Mrs. Scrimgeour?
At me mother's, he'll be all right. Will would never do any of that in his right mind. You know that.
Yes,
Will you tell them that?
of course.
Mrs. Scrimgeour.
How is he?
Well, the doctor's with him. He's quiet for now. He'll be charged in the morning.
Charge, but he...
Go ahead and say it, Mr. Ford. He's a madman.
That's for the court to decide. If you want to send a change of clothes, I could take him for you.
When can I see him?
You better wait till tomorrow.
I'll get his best suit.
He can't be charged, man. He's raving.
That's not for me to say, Sergeant.
You were in it. You've got the military medal.
My same regiment as you, 3rd Battalion.
Well, then you know he's raving, and you know why.
That's for the court.
Who'll he get?
Pinner.
He was in it, wasn't he?
Oh, aye, 2 years. Gassed at Wipers.
You'll know all about it then.
Scrimgeour got a medal and all, didn't he?
Aye, DCM.
Pinner didn't. Mind, he reckons he deserved one.
Stay and have a bit of dinner with us. It's only broth and dumplings, but you're very welcome.
Why don't he be in your way, Mrs. Seaton?
Oh, don't talk daft. Bill's down by. Billy's away back to his college. There's only Jessie and me. We'll be glad of a man's company.
All right, thanks.
Oh.
Hello, Jessie.
Hello.
I ran out of Meppo. Your mum lent me hers.
Going somewhere smart?
Magistrate's court. No, Bonnie lass, not me. Will Scrimgeour.
I heard he...
Belted a little lad. Broke his skull in 3 ribs, aye. And I'm going to speak for him.
You never. Not if he did that to a bairn.
Will's mad, Mrs. Seaton. Mad in the service of his country. Some men gave their lives, some gave their sight, their arms, their legs. Will gave his senses.
Aye, but hurting a bairn like that.
Will never hurt a bairn in his life, Mrs. Seaton. He was hurting a German.
Put up William Scrimgeour. William Scrimgour, you were charged that on the 9th day of July, 1919, you did assault and beat Master John William Francis, a minor, occasioning actual bodily harm. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Your Honour.
The damage was extensive, with severe concussion and 3 broken ribs.
This damage could have been done by hands or fists, say?
Not possibly. These wounds were inflicted with a heavy implement.
A club, for example?
That is a leading question, Your Honour.
I will rephrase the question. What kind of implement, Doctor?
A club. Undoubtedly.
One like this?
Quite ungovernable rage.
Amounting to madness?
That is not my experience.
But you did say ungovernable.
It should have been controlled. It could have been controlled if it had been. A child would not now be lying ill.
Your Worships, I must ask you to request the witness to refrain from such comment.
I see nothing improper in Dr. Lang's remarks. Would you continue, please?
Did you examine Mr. Scrimgour?
I did.
What did he complain of?
Headaches, nervous debility, depression.
And did he have these things?
In some degree.
And did
Lots of people do.
Did he complain of nightmares about the war?
He did.
Nightmares in which he was buried alive?
Yes.
And had he in fact been buried alive?
Your Honour, this witness can have no first-hand knowledge of the question.
Would you say this man is responsible for his actions?
I helped to dig him out.
And how long had he served then?
From the very beginning.
And saw much fighting?
He did his share, and a bit more.
He won a medal, I believe.
Yes.
What was it for?
Rescuing a comrade under fire.
What was the medal?
The DCM.
The Distinguished Conduct Medal. Apart from the Victoria Cross, is that not the highest award for gallantry that this man could have received?
Yes, sir. It is.
You saw many men under extreme stress?
Yes, sir.
Did they all behave like Scrimgour?
Some did, some didn't.
How many did, Sergeant Ford? 1 in 100? 5? 10?
He was the only one I saw buried alive.
The only one?
The only one that survived it. Anybody in?
Come in, Jack. Well?
Committed for trial, remanded in custody.
It's not possible.
It happened.
But didn't you tell them about Mr. Scrimgour, what he's been through?
Aye, I told them.
Well, then.
You and me, Pet, we're ignorant. We don't understand people like Will. He's not mad, he's, what's the word? Aye. Self-indulgent. Know what that means?
His own pleasure is his main concern.
I thought it did. Will's got a very bad temper, you see. And if anybody crosses him, he just lets rip. Mind you, he could control himself, only he won't. He prefers to lose his temper. Self-indulgent.
The magistrate said that.
Pinner did.
But he was in the war. He knows what it's like.
Oh, I've had officers like him.
Captain Manners.
What? Manners? No. No, he was all right, but there were the others. Pull yourself together, man. This isn't a damn picnic, you know. Or if you have had a leg blown off, you can still hop, can't you?
I never knew.
What?
That men could be so cruel.
Didn't you? Maybe you shouldn't let us out to play on our own.
Pinner wants shooting.
Now who's being cruel? Want me to do it?
I wish I could do it myself.
I wish I could see it. Think you'd make him cry?
I know I would.
You're wrong. He's got guts, Jessie.
There's no
His
need to be
trouble is
vulgar,
he never
Jack
got
Ford.
a medal.
What?
He never got a medal.
What's that got to say to anything?
Shut up a minute. Jessie, you are marvellous. I've got to go out, Bunny lass.
No.
Aye, now. When's the votes counted?
Tomorrow.
What time's the result out?
You can't tell.
Well, when's it usually?
I don't know, Jack, honestly.
Never mind, I'll think of something.
Where are you going?
To fettle old Pinner. You don't want to stand around in the backyard, Mrs. Seaton. You'll catch your death. You sure you can't think of any more?
No, Jack, that's all there are.
Right. There's your lot.
Suppose they won't come.
Tell them about Will. Make them come.
All the same, they might have to stop off work.
It was your Maramat, not mine.
All right.
We'll meet here. If it's shut, we'll use that tea room down the street. Francie Milburn's working at the town hall now. He'll let us know when they're coming. All right?
For a minute, I was back in the battalion again. You were always the boss, Jack.
Old Pinner's got to pay.
This'll make him pay.
It'll hurt him more than lifting his wallet, this will. Off you go, then.
Sergeant!
Unless you're lip and all.
George Anthony Byrne, Labour Party, 7,186. Charles Davidson, Conservative Party, 9,567. Reginald Leslie Pinner, Liberal Party, 10,853.
Oh, God, that was close.
He got in, though, didn't he?
Just. Maybe Billy's not so daft after all.
Now, let's make this a land fit for heroes.
And idiots.
Who got in?
Trina, just. Labour Party top 7,000.
He's on his way out, Jack.
Thanks, Francie. You keep out the way, Bonnie,
I
lass.
see.
You heard me.
All right, Jack.
That's a sight you'll not see again, no, doing what she's told. All right, then. Let's have you. 2 ranks facing inwards. Move! Come on, move yourselves! Space yourselves out, then. Shoulders back. Squad! Attention! Beg pardon, sir.
Oh?
We heard you were in the army.
Yes, Sergeant, I was.
Only you didn't get a medal. Not like us lucky buggers. Well, you can have mine. And Will Scrimgour's.
Well, Constable, what are you going to do about it?
There's no law against being given a medal, sir.
We showed him, Jack?
Aye, maybe. But he's still our Member of Parliament.
Come for a drink.
I'll just walk my girl home first. Squad! Dismiss!
Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a haddock when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have a bloater when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have the mackerel when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shalt have the salmon when the boat comes in.